Hi guys, it's Amanda from My Pets 1031. Today I'm doing a video on rabbit exercise. So there are many ways that you can get your rabbit exercise, just from letting them come out and interact with you and hop around, or from doing activities with them such as agility. You should let your bunny out of its cage for about 2 hours every day. Hopefully you can let your rabbit out for longer than that, or maybe even give it a cage that provides it the space to run around as much as it wants. If you do have a caged bunny or a hutched bunny, then it's even more important that you interact with them and let them out of their cage for several hours every day. My bunnies like to hop around my room every night, and sometimes I even take them outside. If you live in a place where it's too warm or too cold, where it's significantly different in temperature from inside, then you probably shouldn't take them outside. But in certain times of the year, it is alright to take them outside. When you take your rabbit outside, you should use an X-Pen like what I have in front of me. Or you could even make your rabbit its own hutch. My bunnies have a run that's made out of wood and a wire mesh. It's very important that you use the right material when you're making a run, because predators can get in, and if you aren't watching your rabbit, it can be very dangerous. However, if your bunny is outside, you should always be watching them. I have a page on my website which is all about the different kinds of cages you can get for your rabbit, and on that page there is something about the types of materials you should use when you're thinking about making a run for your rabbit. When you're exercising your pet indoors, you also need to be careful because there are many dangers to rabbits that exist in the person's home. The easiest way I have found to rabbit proof is to just use an X-Pen, or you could even use those storage grids like people use to make rabbit condos. When you're rabbit proofing, there are a couple of things that you really do need to look out for, one being electrical cords. These things you can tape up on the walls if at all possible, and the parts that you can't, you can get things from the pet store or the hardware store that go over wires. There are some that are made for wires, and then there's some other tubing that you can just slip the wires right in. Some bunnies can still chew through these, but others may not. I know that they also have a spray that you can spray on things if you don't want your rabbit getting into them. But however, I have found that these don't really work. In fact, they kind of make the rabbit want to go there even more because it smells interesting. Another concern that you're looking at when you're rabbit proofing is anything that can be ingested. So like poisons for ants or mice, and even house plants can be a danger. You need to put those all up higher, or maybe not even have them at all. You also need to protect your wood that you don't want being chewed. Some rabbits are really good about not chewing the baseboards or furniture. I have never had a bunny that likes to, but there are some that do, so you definitely need to be careful about that. Or anything else that you don't want your rabbit getting into should not be on the floor. As well as physical exercise, bunnies also need mental exercise. This can include activities such as rabbit hopping or agility, or you could even give them treat puzzles. There are many different types of treat puzzles. Some can be quite expensive, and others can be really cheap and sometimes even free. Living World makes a good one. I think it's called Teach and Treat. I don't personally have it, but I've seen it. I prefer to use things such as this. This is pretty much just a willow ball that I put treats in. The bunnies had to figure out how to rip it apart and get the treats out. Something else you can use is one of these. These are hay balls. They are usually at the pet stores. You could just put regular hay in it, or you could put different types of hay such as orchard grass or alfalfa. Hi, Phantom. You can also put treats inside the hay. If none of those sound like a good option to you, There are other things you can get for real cheap at pet stores which are made for cats and dogs. They make treat balls for cats and dogs that you can put round little bits of food in, and then the animal has to figure out how to push it with their nose and get it out. You could use the same thing for a rabbit, however you do have to make sure that they aren't going to chew the plastic. My favorite type of physical and mental activity is agility. This doesn't have to be an expensive sport. You can make things yourself like I did, or if you really want to, you can go out and buy stuff for it. And there's also competitions, but that can be very stressful for your rabbit. If you still don't want to get into agility, you can do other things with your pet, such as just teaching them how to stand on their hind legs on command, or lie down, or spin in a circle, or all sorts of things. Personally, I think that agility is also a great way to bond with your pet. So that's all for today. I hope this video helped you and that you'll go and check out my channel and my website. And I'll talk to you later. Bye guys.